I get it.
She's fucking. We're fucking. Next thing you know, she thinks I've lasted 90 seconds.
It's a whole It's a whole psychological ploy.
That's exactly right. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
strap on,
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
The home of uncomfortable conversations.
I like that.
You like that?
I'm very impressed. Go
I just came up with that in the bathroom.
Oh, it works.
Yeah. I want to start off by saying we have a huge announcement.
What?
It's very rare that we are, shown so much love and given an honor like this.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
My friends, because of your help, this podcast, Sex Talk with my mom, is #1 in Turkmenistan.
Oh my God.
Fuck yes.
Yes. Woo.
I should specify it's within Turkmenistan's sexuality category of podcasts.
So it's not the #1 podcast.
No, it's 169. How do you like that?
I like the 69.
169 of all podcasts in Turkmenistan.
Not to sound like a dumb fuck, but
yeah.
Where the hell is Turkmenistan and how do we become so famous there?
I thought you were going to ask this. It's like right above Iran.
Okay.
So kind of like between, like under Russia. It's in that. It's in Central Asia.
Central Asia.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some research for this podcast.
And what did you find out as to how we became so renowned?
I think the Turkmenistan people really love when a mother and son talk about sex.
Okay.
And they especially love when we beducate ourselves. How do you like that?
Oh, are we leading into our sponsor?
That's right. This segment is called Beducate Yourself, sponsored by Beducated.
I love Beducated, as we know.
Fucking love it. If you want to learn about sex, beducated.com is your answer. Use our code SEXTALK. We'll get into it in a bit. But we have a question of the week that we wanted to dive into.
Right. You actually came up with this question. I'm wondering why you picked this question.
It came up twice this week for me in my personal research. The question is, how do you clean up after sex?
When you said sex, what type of sex were you referring to? Self-sex?
Fucking whatever sex.
Okay.
There's shit flying everywhere. How do you clean that shit up?
Well, for a woman, shit doesn't really fly everywhere.
You could.
Sex toys fly
Some
everywhere.
squirting shit.
Squirting shit.
How do you clean up after that?
Yeah, I think you're right. So do you want to tell me what you discovered about yourself?
So how do I clean up after sex? Well, as you know, usually I masturbate in a very unsexy way, just fucking right into the toilet. Clean up is very simple.
Why?
Let's get it over with. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
If I could, I would have sex on the toilet and then...
Oh, my God. I actually knew someone who only had sex in the shower with her husband.
I would get down with that. Only in the shower, though?
No other place, because it was a whole... I think it was like an OCD cleanliness thing. She only wanted it with, to clean up real quickly.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I would say that during sex, though, different for me. During sex...
You don't have sex on the toilet?
No, I don't have sex on the toilet.
Interesting.
But usually it's with a condom. So, know.
You have sex...
With a condom.
Oh, I thought you meant by yourself with a condom. That would be really strange.
No. It's extremely safe sex.
It's extremely safe. I wonder if there's anyone that masturbates only with condoms.
I think I have practiced masturbating with a condom.
I actually just thought of that. That might not be a bad idea for someone who wants to, maintain longer.
Yeah, because I wait, what?
It might, desensitize you a little bit.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Too quickly or something.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
All right, what are you talking about?
You don't come faster when you use a condom.
I know, it's the opposite.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, that you'd want it to be slower down.
So you're saying for people that last a long time with a condom, this kind of can practice that or something?
No, people who want to last a longer time practice with a condom because it desensitizes you. No? You don't like this idea? Okay.
I don't think it's the best idea.
All right.
I got completely off track with this.
Why don't you think it's the best idea?
To masturbate with a condom on?
Yes. If you want to last longer, why wouldn't that help you?
It's not going to help. You fucking come even faster when you're with someone then. It feels like, at least when, what?
You'd wear a condom.
You want more sensation when you're by yourself so that you can build up a tolerance, not less.
All right, never mind. Go on.
All right.
Moving
Anyway,
back, we are off track here.
off track. So not so much cleanup when I'm wearing a condom with sex is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
However, I will request or suggest that we have a hand towel nearby just to do any other extra dribbles or some shit like that.
Do you have a name for that hand towel?
No, do you?
Well, I was once walking with Dee's with your brother and his friends through, I think it was like Target or Walmart, and he goes, "Oh, we need to pick up some spooch towels for you guys."
Who said that?
My boyfriend Dee's
To my little brother?
yeah, when he was turning like a freshman or sophomore in college.
Splooge towels?
Spooch towels.
Oh my god.
It's
That is what these are. They're splooge towels.
Yeah. So do you have specific towels for that, or do you use your face towels one day and wash them, and then the next day they're spooge towels?
I don't. Unfortunately, I wish I had sex regularly enough to even have a set of towels for that, but I don't.
No, I'm talking about you can use that for masturbation.
I'm not. I go fucking right in the toilet, right into Kleenex.
What is
not
with the
right,
toilet? How?
It's just fucking clean.
That
Let's
is
just go
so
quick.
not
Let's
like,
go.
sexy to think of you sitting there on a toilet masturbating. I mean, this is
I'm not asking you to picture me in a sexy place.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I
And also,
can't.
not sitting on the toilet usually.
Oh
Just
my
fucking hovering over and then fucking tilting like fucking
wait,
pelvis
you're
down like this,
facing the whatever.
facing the toilet. Fucking
You're
when I have
straddling
to
it like a
come,
ho-
I fucking have to tilt my pelvis.
Why
like
aren't
it's
you-
like I'm hovering like a duck or something like that, about to dive into the water.
Who does that?
I do that. It's very convenient.
Oh my
You
god!
fucking get that shit right in the
I have
toilet.
never in my life heard anybody did that ever.
You don't know anyone who's done that.
No.
Well, they're lying to
Sneaky
you.
freaks! If you're doing that, let us know.
They're doing that.
What's-
I'm sure there's
say the
some
number.
that people.
Say the number.
310-356
3920. Please text us and let us know if you straddle the toilet and
and jizz right in it.
jizz right in it. Maybe you're coming up with some good ideas for all the people in what is it called?
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan. Maybe they can relate to this.
I think they would. I've heard in Turkmenistan they only jizz into the toilet actually, directly into it. This is my research. I discovered this. Okay, so how would you say? How do you clean up after sex?
Well,
I actually
don't want to know.
don't
this.
want to know this
All right,
answer,
but I just want to
asked
say
you.
that a while ago we had the people from the Sexy Lifestyle, I believe. Sexy
yeah.
Lifestyle, and they gifted us a like a sex blanket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I just throw that on and roll it right back up.
I see that shit in the wash all the time for you.
Well, at
You
least
constantly
I
washing?
wash it. Yes.
Mine is still in the packaging.
Oh,
Haven't had a
shock.
chance to use it. If you look up when they came on the show, I think it was in 2018.
You haven't used that once since.
But I still have it. It's waiting to be used.
It's probably full with mothballs or moth bites.
No,
or-
it's completely in the
hermetically
plastic.
sealed?
Plastic wrapped. I mean, you got to build up to using a cum blanket with someone. You start with the cum rag, and then you move into the cum blanket.
Unless you get on the toilet with your partner and
That's what I'm talking about.
yeehaw.
Yeehaw! Fucking yeehaw on the toilet?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
I'm standing like a duck.
okay. It is so. How are you standing? You said you were not standing. You said you were sitting. And
No,
facing the
that's what
bin.
I'm saying. I'm standing like as if I'm standing at a urinal. And
Yeah,
instead
okay,
of pissing, I'm just jizzing right in there.
Right when you think you've heard everything, 6.5 years of doing this podcast, right when you think you like heard it all and it doesn't get any weirder from your son, you come up with this position.
The duck?
The duckling.
The duckling.
The
my god.
dipping duckling.
The dipping duckling.
Oh my God, it's
You
right.
know, I'm picturing like Donald Duck with his little tail in the air as he goes into
Yeah.
the water. Like, that's kind
Have
of what
you
my
ever touched-
my pelvis looks like.
But have you ever touched the water in the water basin while you were jizzing into it?
No, it's actually the reason I have to tilt is because my, obviously with a boner, it's pointing upwards. So
I
it's
don't
not fucking.
know. I literally.
It's very painful actually. You gotta. It's a fucking quick thing.
It's painful.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this if it's painful?
It's a
Why
quick
is it-
in and out. You're done.
Why can't you just enjoy life?
What? Do you know? Actually, this week, I wanted to mention I have a new.
You have a new way of masturbating, and it's outside of the
Every
toilet?
time, I've been reading a lot of Thich Nhat Hanh.
And
lot
does
of
he
Thich Nhat Hanh.
tell you when you should masturbate?
Basically,
how you should masturbate?
Yeah, and it made me start thinking every time I have the urge to masturbate now, I'm going to meditate instead.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you give up something pleasurable for meditation, which is sometimes very difficult?
It's an experiment.
All right.
Because
I want
to
back to the experimentation.
I'm experimenting. I'm always experimenting.
Right.
I'm a human guinea pig, for God's sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how many other people do this, and I'm very curious.
All right. So is that your answer about how you clean up after sex? You got the cum blanket, and that's it.
It's not that big of a deal. I mean, we'll find a spooge towel for D's, and then we'll move on our merry way. And
A squirt blanket.
it's not. It literally is not that big of a deal.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a big deal because I want to share some of our listeners' responses to this. Lisa says we use the pull-out method for birth control. Yes, I know, not the safest method, but it's worked for us for 10 plus years. Okay.
You know what's going to happen now? Now that you said it, it's going to be wham, bam, there you go.
Oh, God, please no. She goes on to say, we bring a towel to bed. He wipes me off where he shot his load, typically stomach or back.
Okay, so he's not, right, because he's doing it outside. I get it, okay.
Yep. I don't know. I think it's going to be unpleasant. I mean, it's very pleasurable to finish inside of someone, I think.
So that's
with a condom, without a condom.
But she's using a condom also? Or
no, Mom. This is the pull-out method. You ever heard of the pull-out method?
All right, yeah.
She's going stomach or back.
It's not good, not a good idea, but it works.
It's not safe, but who knows?
Nothing's 100%.
All right. We had JC who said the come and gone dripstick.
What?
Do you know who?
Come and gone dripstick.
Yeah.
Like a dipstick.
Do you remember we got those? It looks like a little. It's kind of like a sponge on a toothpick or something like that. It was like a lollipop with the fucking sponge on there.
Yeah, that was one of the ads I would not participate in.
Yeah. So he goes on to say, not true. I just wanted to see KLP's reaction. Kleenex in a shower is boring. And he says, hope you monetize socials here with an affiliate program or sponsor link.
He has a point.
Yep. He's looking out for us.
He's looking out. He wanted my reaction. What do people like to get my reaction for?
They want your reaction, Mom. They want to see
my reaction is, this whole discussion is going to be revolting for me. I think I can just see that this was your idea. It was not my idea.
Okay, so
just going on record as saying that.
Jonathan says, I just use whatever underwear I was wearing and wipe up.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, you knew when you asked this question you're going to get these kind of things.
The issue is you wipe up with the underwear
and then you put the underwear back on?
That's the question. I don't like doing that.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I'm being sarcastic. Of course you don't like doing that.
I don't like doing that at all. I don't like sitting in my own. It's like I don't like sitting in my own pee pants. I don't like sitting.
Why? Why did you find this to be an interesting discussion topic? Moving right along.
Tom, our elder statesman, you know him, 70-year-old sneaky freak. He says he uses either tissue, a wash, or mouthwash, or a shot of liquor.
Wait. Oh, what? We're talking about two different animals here, right? Where is he putting the mouthwash?
Obviously in his fucking mouth, Mom. You think he's putting fucking Listerine on his cock?
I don't know.
No, he's not doing that.
Cleaning up. What is he talking about?
He's when he goes down on someone or something, a little mouthwash or a shot of whiskey or something.
Shot of whiskey. You do a shot of whiskey?
No, that's what he suggested.
I know. Have you ever taken a shot of whiskey after having sex?
Yeah. All the time. You just fucking finish and start pounding the Jack Daniels.
I can't imagine anybody doing that.
Yeah. Pedro says, with a Kleenex or tissue in hand, I grab my hard, wet cock so it sticks, and it looks like my dick dressed up as a ghost. Any extra love jelly dribbling out will get absorbed while I lie there catching my breath and slowing my heart. A little bit later, if the tissue is still on, I'll have to gingerly peel it off the tip where the cum glued the tissue to my skin.
All right. There's not going to be that many more discussion topics.
We're continuing on.
Oh
you don't like that image from Pedro making a ghost out of his penis?
The ghost. They're a little puppet.
It's like a Halloween costume right there. Yeah. Anthony says, hello, love the show. Usually my girlfriend becomes a Twinkie, so I just try and hop up real fast, grab a towel, and help her get to the bathroom with minimal spillage.
Twinkie?
You know what a fucking Twinkie is?
Yeah, I know what a Twinkie. The Twinkie.
Yeah, it's got the filling inside.
Cream inside. So what's he talking about? Like a cream pie?
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's basically he has sex.
He has sex and it's dripping out the end. She's
Why are you? What kind of face are you making right now?
I don't
Why
like this image.
Who's having sex other than that? That's how you have sex,
I guess I don't see this as much because I wear a fucking condom.
right?
Well, I didn't think about
What
this.
would happen if you weren't?
This is why I'm preparing.
By duck landing into the toilet?
No, I'm not fucking duckling right now. I'm talking about I'm preparing when I'm with someone without a condom. How are we going to clean up afterwards?
Okay.
Stevie says, "Love you, Cam, but it's 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time."
You woke people up with this message. I love you, Cam.
I apologize to everyone who got this text at 1:30 in the morning. Sometimes the text service that we use is delayed in delivering these messages.
Well, also there's a time change and things like that.
So it came out when it was like 9:30.
And why did they say Cam and not Karen?
They knew that I was asking this fucking question.
Yeah.
We got two more. Okay. Bill, a.k.a. Mr. Bean, says,
"Oh, no.
Very simple. I clean my cute little wiener until it becomes bright and shiny and purple.
Ew.
Well, it's fun to play with, too. She, my little secret."
Sheep, his little secret?
She, my little secret. Oh. Why does he refer to his wiener, first of all, as a wiener and also as she?
I don't know.
Why are the pronouns for his dick she?
Because Mr. Bean is a little messed up in a sheep head.
And our final one is from Spencer, who says, "Quick wipe with a towel, but only because we only use Uber Lube. Uber Lube is by far the best lube on the market. Only thing I wish were different is a bigger bottle or refill bottle."
Oh my God. Of course you need a bigger bottle because I agree with you. It's the best lube ever. And if you want to get a discount, go to uberlube.com and enter code MOM and get 10% off and free shipping.
Great. Look at you memorizing that. Okay, on that note, thank you to everyone who has chimed in to educate us on how you clean up after sex. I feel much more equipped to have sex. Someone referred to it as a penguin walk, you know?
A penguin walk.
You know that?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say, this is the first time ever listening. This is not our typical question of the week. We usually have something a little more stimulating to the mind.
What do you mean stimulating to the mind?
And less nauseating to the gut. I was feeling a little bit under the weather in my stomach, and it just made it worse.
I'm so sorry. I want to thank Beducated for sponsoring this segment.
Thank you, Beducated. I wonder if there's a whole class on how to clean up after yourself in Beducated, because they have so many classes. I wouldn't imagine that there wasn't.
Moot, everyone loves massages. Am I right?
Yes, but not everyone knows how to give them.
I know. And that is why we need Beducated. Beducated.com. It's a wonderful website. It's like the Netflix of sexual wellness.
That's what I was going to say.
And it's perfect for Valentine's Day. You can learn how to give your partner or yourself an amazing sensual massage.
Right. It's not common sense. You need to be educated. And they have massage courses like erotic massage, breast massage, sensual vulva massage.
Sensual penis massage.
I know you like that one.
They even have self-love courses if you want to. They have the female orgasm if you want to help yourself gain an orgasm.
I mean, this is how you learn sex.
This is how you learn sex. These are easy to follow videos, audios, written guides.
I mean, at first I was like, I don't need this, but I sure do.
Oh, I was learning so much about erotic massage. Oh my God, the different parts of the labia, all sorts of stuff.
You just need a partner to work on.
I know, that's right. I'm gaining all this knowledge. I need to give it to someone now. And what's amazing, all these courses are done by these world-renowned sex educators. Amazing. Here's a hot tip. You can get 70% off Beducated's yearly pass with our code SEXTALK. That's one word, SEXTALK. Just go to Beducated.com and use our code SEXTALK. You get 70% off, and it will be locked in for life.
That's a good deal. That's a great deal.
Beducated, Beducated.com. Use our code SEXTALK. That link is in the episode description. Happy Valentine's Day.
Cam, you know I'm not the best cook.
You're the worst cook.
I don't enjoy cooking, but now I do.
Why?
Because I got a box from HelloFresh.
Love HelloFresh.
They deliver pre-portioned ingredients to your door, including farm fresh produce that arrives within a week.
You know what I love about that?
What do you love?
First of all, since it's pre-portioned, You don't need to spend your time chopping all this stuff up. I mean, sometimes you have the occasional potato to chop up, but most of the time, everything is completely measured for you. So you don't need to worry about getting enough stuff at the grocery store. You got it right there.
And you know how many things to chop up because you only have a certain amount.
How about the fact that you get these amazing recipes?
I had some black bean soup that was to die for.
I had the same black bean soup. I was
was
blown
so
away
good.
by it. I made it myself.
I ate it for like 3 days straight.
These meals can be cooked in 30 minutes or less. How easy is that?
Even I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
They also have over 50 weekly recipes, so you're never going to get bored with what they send you. You have a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients. And what's great is that HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the same quality. So you're going to be saving money cooking very quickly and conveniently at home.
I like that they don't add these things like sodium. Like when you go to a restaurant, you don't know how much sodium they're putting in their stuff.
That's exactly right. Right now, you can go to HelloFresh.com/sneaky16.
Sneaky 16, SNEAKY 16.
And use code SNEAKY16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
You can't beat that. That's like insane.
16 free meals.
It's an incredible deal.
Are you kidding me? You can eat for a week. Unbelievable. Go to HelloFresh.com/sneaky16 and use code SNEAKY16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. We love it. It's America's #1 meal kit. Go for it.
So speaking of sex with my boyfriend,
Oy vey.
it's always a challenge because I got my dog buddy who needs to be involved in everything.
Yeah.
And there's other disturbances whenever we try to have sex.
Uh-huh.
So we're making a little date night and we're ready to have sex and Deez is naked. And all of a sudden the doorbell starts ringing. This is like on a Saturday night and like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. The doorbell's ringing. Why is the doorbell ringing? I don't know. So all of a sudden I'm like, you have to do something about it because the dog is going nuts. He's barking like crazy, and Deez is naked. So what do you think Deez does?
What?
Knowing him the way he is,
Oh, no.
he takes like a little blanket, like a little throw blanket, and puts it around his waist and opens the door and goes, "You know how it is."
What?
The guy.
He says,
Yeah.
you know how it is?
Yeah, and the guy wink, wink. Yeah, I gotcha. Do you know how embarrassing that was?
What the fuck? First of all, what was the guy doing there?
Delivering a package?
Why did Deez now want to fucking put on clothes? What is he
Because I
doing with
think-
the throw blanket?
Because sometimes they.
And also, am I going to use that throw blanket next time I'm over there?
No. Again, why is this about you?
Well, I'm just saying, you got throw blankets all over the place.
No, this was actually a dog blanket.
Oh, I know that one. The
It's-
dog is going to be...
He was pre-sex, so it's not a big deal.
Oh.
It's like when you wear a towel to the swimming pool.
I don't want to be lying in Deez's fucking... in his naked fucking towels.
Why is this about you?
Well, I'm just saying.
I am talking about an experience that I had, which was very funny, and I was high, and I started laughing so hard I could not handle myself. It was the funniest thing that has
You
happened.
know
in my
how
life.
it is.
You know how it is.
What is
Wink, wink.
that?
I don't know, but the thing that was scary was we know that we have given permission that if they need be, they can open the door to our apartment and put a package in there.
Why? Not at that hour.
Well, we don't have certain set hours. We would think that no one's going to deliver a package at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night
Oh
on a
my
Saturday night.
God.
So we thought if we don't open the door,
He's
that he's
gonna
going
come
to
in.
open the door,
Oh.
right?
Why don't you just leave that shit outside?
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, that was my excitement of the week.
That is hilarious.
And then the other thing I wanted to express to you, well, 2 things. One is there's a show right now called Scenes from a Marriage, which I have to say it's not the most, it's a little depressing.
It sounds way more boring than Cam's uppers.
Okay, but what I want to tell you about is there's some really good sex scenes.
Oh my God.
I just thought I'd share
What
that
makes
with
it
our
so
audience.
good?
There's just like some spontaneous, there's always something when you break up with somebody that the makeup sex is just like incredible. So they have a lot of that going on.
People are constantly breaking up and making up.
It was just one couple. But
So they're just on and off, and so they're constantly breaking
there's
up
a
and
lot of
fucking.
hot, sexy scenes. That's all I want to say. And the other
Trust
thing,
me, I'm not going to be watching, so you
I
can
didn't think
spoil
that
it.
this is something you're going to want to watch, but a lot of people will want to watch this. It's very good acting.
Very good acting. How many vibrators would you give this one?
Oh,
How many dildos?
How many dildos on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8, but for other people, maybe they wouldn't because it could depress
8
them.
dildos coming from KLP.
Yep.
So is it called sex
It's
scenes in marriage?
from a marriage, and I know I will butcher the names, so I'm not even going to attempt. But they're
Thank you
very
for
good
doing-
acting.
thank you for
very,
saving
very good
everyone.
acting. And then I want a little bone to pick with you.
What? What is that?
I have my little Peloton instructors that motivate me. Okay?
Okay.
One in particular named Ben Aldis. I might have spoken to him before.
Shout out to Benny Boy.
Benny, I might have mentioned this before, and I mentioned it to you that he was very inspiring and adorable.
You did not stop talking about Ben Aldis.
Well, he's very positive and upbeat and kind of, I thought he was kind of sexy in his own little way, okay?
You were talking about how sexy Ben Aldis was for months on end.
Well, I hope you're happy now.
What?
You ruined it for me by telling me that he reminded you, and now me, of my nephew. My sister's son.
He is very similar to
You have ruined
to my cousin.
I don't even know if I can. I had a hard time taking a cycling class.
Why you can't cycle with my cousin?
No, it was just weird because I know that I was thinking about him in a different way, and then
Why are you getting all horned up while you're on the Peloton?
Who said horny? I just thought he was a fun, entertaining, positive, upbeat
You
guy.
falling in love with the Ben on the Peloton? What's going on over here?
No, I'm not. But I
so
told
why do you
you
have
that
to create a connection with the guy?
I was just having my own little thing going, and you.
What is this?
There was nothing to talk about.
Why? There shouldn't be a problem with me saying he reminds me of my cousin.
Okay. Do you know what? You're like a Deborah Downer.
A Deborah Downer.
Or yeah, you're a boner killer if I had a dick. Okay, my son is a boner killer. Just put that in there. Okay.
Put that in there.
All right, so that's about it. Other than one of my very close friends moved away out of the building. So I've been mourning the loss. I don't like when friends come in, they get you all addicted to them, and then they leave.
They get you addicted to them.
Yeah, this is a shout out to my friend Nancy, who
Oh.
doesn't live in my building any longer.
Shout out to the Nance.
So Cam, why don't you tell me a little bit about your life?
Well, I went to your doctor to
Yes.
find out about what the fuck's going on with my heart, the
Yes.
palps.
Yes.
And of course,
And how did you like him?
loved him.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy.
How long did you sit and talk to him for?
As long as he was willing to talk to me. A good 45.
No.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? When you're in there, you're probably there for 2 hours.
We talk about politics and stuff like that. We're not sitting there talking about it for 45 minutes.
Well, interestingly, I started talking to him about sex.
You did?
Yeah, first of all, he suggested I get the HPV vaccine.
Okay.
I've never done that. I thought I was too old for that shit.
I know. Never too old for the HPV vaccine.
So I got 3
apparently.
vaccines coming my way now.
Oh, that's fun.
This year is going to be full of vaccines.
Oh, yeah.
And then he asked me if I'm sexually active, to which I responded, I wish.
I wish.
Yes.
So what did he laugh?
He didn't. He took it seriously. And then we started talking about why I'm not sexually active.
What did you
This is all coming out, and it became a therapy session a little bit.
He's not a therapist. For
Well,
crying
I
out
started
loud.
asking him, how do I choose when to get sexually active? If I don't love the person,
What are you asking him for this?
I'm interested. He's a nice guy. I was wondering about his. I
has a
thought
partner.
I would like to hear how he chooses to have sex.
He's been in a relationship with his partner for years.
Okay, well, he did say he's like no shaming, anyone who wants to live however they want to live in terms of how much pleasure they want to experience and sex they want to experience. But if you're looking at just health wise, it's always best if you know the person and you can trust the person that you're fucking.
Well, I'm really glad that he told you.
Some fucking wise shit right there.
Wise man.
Wise man. So I probably won't have sex with anyone this year.
Do you know that they asked me, "Are you sexually active?" And I said, "Is that a trick question?" And then they go, "Oh, last year we put down no."
Why?
I'm like, well, change that shit. I don't know where you got no.
No. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake on your end, and not a mistake on my end. Some guy in TikTok was like, I heard on your podcast that the guy only has sex once every other year? To which I had to then say, don't trust everything you hear on the podcast.
Oh, don't trust.
And then he responds, yeah, because a dude his age, that's not normal.
Oh, you need to have that kind of shit going
The
on.
fuck do I need that on
Guilt
TikTok?
ship and
I don't need to hear
shaming
that.
You've been
Some
shamed.
shame shit. I should specify when I refer to that as more of like, it's sexual intercourse, but I'm with
the sexual intercourse.
I'm very selective on who that happens with because there's so much at risk there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So usually if I'm hooking up with someone, they're like
penetration versus non-penetration.
Yeah, so there's a
Vagina,
lot of hookups,
penis,
but that are not that don't lead to sexual intercourse.
Right. I mean, I think that's fairly common in this day of COVID and such.
But who knows? Once I get this HPV vaccine, I'm
fucking like an animal.
Who knows? That's exactly right. I was thinking, I have a new strategy for lasting longer.
Wait, why? Where did you? Why are we leaping?
Because I'm starting to think, well, if I'm going to be having sex more often, let's last a little longer. And so here's the idea. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
The whole night, I'm going to just speak a little bit faster. Just kind of talk a little like this. Like everything's kind of in like triple time a little bit.
What? Like why?
Because then by the time it comes to sex, everything is the time is kind of shifted in her mind.
Oh,
everything seems like it's going way faster, So then
I get it.
She's fucking, we're fucking. Next thing you know, she thinks I've lasted 90 seconds.
It's a whole psychological ploy.
That's exactly right.
Like when you put you're listening to the Audible on like 1.2.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
1.5.
I'm 3xing it.
3x.
Yes, I'm fucking scooping up that fucking salmon dinner. Fucking quickly asking about her life.
Do you don't think
getting
she's
to
gonna
sex
think
and
that
then
you have like
boom.
serious like mental problems or something like that?
Well, no.
Because you're talking so fast.
She's gonna think I'm on coke or something.
Yeah, you're on coke or you're taking too much Adderall or something's going on with you.
But isn't that a great idea?
No.
I actually have.
Because I think if I was with a guy and he started doing all that shit, I'd be like, something's not right here. And this guy is not right.
I think that it's kind of like a boiling frog situation. You kind of put them in a pot. You start speeding up maybe you start very slow talking. You start the night talking very slowly.
Why don't you do that MSNR or whatever that's called?
MSNR?
What's that called?
MSNBC?
No.
ASMR.
MSNBC.
That's what I'm making fun of you thinking about ASMR.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I have another.
Slow everything down.
I have another idea, by the way.
What?
And I started thinking about this after having a call with a menstrual cup company.
Oh.
What about this?
What?
Reusable condoms.
No.
You can fucking take that shit off.
You would never do that. I'm surprised you don't put like 5 on at a time.
It's a good way to save money.
You're trying to save money that's not going to save you money when you have to pay for a birth of a baby.
What if you wash it and sanitize it between uses?
No. How about that's very cheap? Are you
kidding
me?
You don't think it's a good idea?
No. Half the time
Okay.
I'm nervous that the condoms are going to break anyway, let alone they have reusable.
Some of these condoms are getting very strong these days. I was watching one. They put a fucking condom on a banana and knifed the banana, and none of the banana contents came out.
All right. I suggest you stick with the tried and true.
Tried and true.
Forget the banana coverings. Just get a regular condom.
Okay, last business idea.
Yes.
I'm going to be a professional wedding objector.
What?
You pay me. I'll go to a wedding. I'll raise my hand at the end. I'll say, I object.
Why?
And I make up some excuse.
That?
He was telling me that she's fucking a horrible person and he hates her, and then I just leave.
And you thought of this for what reason?
It's a good way to make money. I bet a lot of people would pay me for this. Big money.
Well, that's assuming people are getting married who don't want to be getting married.
That's right.
Like shotgun weddings.
50% of the weddings end in divorce.
I know.
End earlier. People don't want to get married all the time.
Why do you think that is?
That people are getting divorced?
Yeah.
We grow out, we're living longer. People don't, they know, you know what it is? They know the options that are out there.
Swipe.
Swipe. They're like, well, I could be with with Virginia next door. Why am I with my wife for another 50 years?
You got to, you know what? There's a point to be made for this.
You like Virginia?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Virginia is like my old therapist was named Virginia, and she was literally like in her 80s. Who's named Virginia these days?
Maybe Virginia in her 80s next door.
I kind of like the name Virginia.
I would be into that.
At this point, Karen has denigrated so much, I'd rather change my name to Virginia.
That's right.
Do you think it came from being a virgin?
Oh, you might be onto something there. The whole state?
I don't know if I ever told you this, Cam.
Oh, boy.
Well, I did a survey, I might have actually told you this on the last podcast, but I did a survey once with people that were in relationships the second time around,
Yeah.
asking them from a scale of 1 to 10, how important is sex
Oh,
in the second time around?
how important is it?
Everyone said a 10.
10?
10,
Is that because they've missed having good sex?
probably,
Yeah.
or any sex.
I'm not looking forward to this.
What?
I'm not looking forward to fucking having one partner and then just staling out with the sex.
Can I just say why you might want to do this?
Stale out?
No,
What?
it's not going to stale out. You're going to be probably able to last longer.
The fuck?
You will, because it's the
That's-
same person. It's not going to
fucking
be
silver lining bullshit right there.
No, it's the truth.
No,
It's 100 silver lining bullshit.
Yeah.
It's 100% the truth. If you can be with one person and trust them and know their body and they know your body, then maybe you will last longer.
And that also would suggest at a certain point, if you keep going on that trajectory, that I'm going to be lasting so long because I'm going to be bored out of my fucking mind with this person.
No, it doesn't work that way.
How do you know it doesn't work that
Because
way?
you're going to know so much. You know more than I do at this point.
Different ways to spice it up and
Yeah,
shit?
you know how to spice
So
it
you
up.
think that you have one partner and just keep it spicy the whole fucking time?
Yeah. I mean, is it going to be like the first time you met, or is it going to be like a makeup sex or breakup sex or whatever? You know, it may not be that exciting. It's not like you walk in and someone's going to throw you up against the wall.
Shit, look at you, you're watching fucking scenes from Marriage trying to recreate the situation.
No.
Yes, that's exactly what's
That's
going on.
not
You're
what I
fucking
was saying.
fantasizing. Yeah.
No, I'm not fantasizing. But I got a story for you, Cam.
What's going on?
One time I was going into one of these little sex toy shops to get a Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah.
Your sister's friend was working there. It was mortifying.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not comfortable. We got to fix that.
I got the solution for you, mother.
What's the solution?
It's called Like a Kitten.
We love Like a Kitten.
Like a Kitten creates these perfect boxes.
Can you do that little purring again?
These perfect boxes full of all of your sexy essentials. Okay, so you don't need to go to the sex toy shop to get the vibrators, the lubes. You don't need to go to Amazon and do all the research on nipple clamps and feather ticklers, all this shit.
They do it for you.
They do it for you. They package it in this beautiful box and they'll send it to you.
This month, they're helping you choose your own adventure with their BYOB box, aka Build Your Own Box.
What that means is that you get to choose a gift from each of their 6 categories. These categories are toys, beauty products, lubes and cleansers, games, sexy accessories, and lingerie. This is a tremendous gift to give yourself or your partner. It will immediately spice up your sex life. And what's amazing is that the box is only $69, and some of the vibrators alone retail for more than $69. So the entire box of 6 gifts is a steal.
It's totally a steal, and it makes it very convenient.
That's exactly right. Like a Kitten is offering you sneaky freaks 20% off and free shipping when you go to likeakitten.com and use code MOM. That's likeakitten.com/mom, or use code MOM to get 20% off these incredible boxes. Likeakitten.com/mom. The link is in the episode's description.
That was me attempting to purr. All right, moving on.
It's time for Hit On or Shit On.
Our favorite little time of the day.
This is the segment where we get to look at your comments and determine whether they are a hit on or a shit on. Mother, what do we got this week?
Well, I don't know if you're going to like this one.
Okay.
Bro, what the hell is Lin-Manuel doing?
Who the fuck said that?
Jay Wadisey.
Jay Wadisey. Why am I constantly being told that I look like Lin-Manuel Miranda?
That is not an insult.
I don't think he's particularly attractive.
He's attractive.
I've also been getting a lot of this on TikTok, people saying that I remind them of Woody Allen.
Well, that's not so attractive.
That's not good at all. One
really
person was
actually
like,
bad.
tagged someone else and said, "Hey, friend, close your eyes. Is this not Woody Allen from Aunt Z? Ants, the movie?"
Were you taken aback? That's a shit on.
Both of these are shit-ons.
First of all,
We already established I do not like being compared to Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think he butchered Mary Poppins Returns.
Okay, but one thing in his favor, he's probably one of the. He's on every show there is. Tony's, the Oscars,
He's
whatever.
phenomenal at writing musicals,
Right.
writing songs.
And you should only have his money.
All right. So you think I should do a whole different take
About
on this?
face.
About face.
Take it as a compliment. Take it as a hit on.
This is a hit on?
It's a hit on.
I don't know. There's a smile. There's a crying face here. I don't know.
I think also people know that you're like irritated by it, so they kind of do it on purpose.
They dig.
If I find that whenever I'm on TikTok and I object or someone objects, I go off on them. Then everybody they like it.
Well, on TikTok, I've also found that we're getting a lot of comments about it directed to me that say your mom is hot.
I like those comments.
Hey, you have a hot mom.
Hit on.
Yeah, that's a fucking hit on and a shit on to me. I don't need to hear that shit.
Thank you, TikTok.
No. Do not
audience.
encourage this shit. I constantly responding, thank you for your message in that passive aggressive.
Oh, you're in other words, like fuck you for saying anything nice about
I'm
my
not
mother.
commenting on their moms, saying I want to go bang their moms.
They didn't say that. They just said it at that.
That's implied, and some of them are saying that.
Well, you can wish for whatever you want to wish for.
All right. I think there was actually one guy that did say, "Oh, I want to. I would like to take your mom on a date,"
Really?
and then I sarcastically said, "Go for it." And then you piped in saying, "Yeah, when can we go on a date?"
I did not write that.
I swear to God,
It was probably someone else.
someone else.
I
It's
did
me or
not.
you,
I did get one that I thought was very nice.
huh?
Each day 2 said, "You are my favorite TikTok video. Whenever I need a smile, I play your videos. Thanks for being such an awesome person," with a little kissy face.
That's the type of thing I like to hear. That's
I
a
like
nice
it.
hit on.
That's a hit on in a nice
Thank you
way.
for that hit on.
Thank you each day 2.
Thank you each day too. Well, that's hit on or shit on.
Hope you guys like that.
I'm in a full sweat over here from all this. Can you move on to the next segment, Mom?
Yes, it's that time.
What is it?
Mom's news.
Mom's news. Mom's news. Mom's news, the segment of our show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. What do we got this week?
10 weird sexual fetishes you wouldn't believe.
Oh.
This was in Life. I'm not sure where I got this from. I think it's
No. It says guardian.ng.
Oh, okay.
What
I
is
thought
.ng?
it could be Nigeria. I got a lot of fans in Nigeria.
Oh, my God.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to start by
Yep,
telling you.
it's definitely Nigeria.
I have
You're looking at the
good
Guardian.
percentages
Why
from
are
Nigeria.
you looking at the Guardian newspaper of Nigeria?
I like to sift through to get the pearls of wisdom that I give to all our fans each week. All the
Okay,
little sneaky freaks are getting all this great knowledge that I go through a lot of trouble to find.
Okay, so what did you find?
Necrophilia, arousal to corpses.
Okay.
That's number 1.
I'm glad to hear that.
Have you ever felt the urge?
Sometimes when I'm at a funeral, I'll say, can I be fucking that body instead?
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, this one is really gross. Coprophilia,
What is that?
arousal to feces.
Oh.
Poop really arouses some people. You know, it aroused your golden doodle dog. He used to like to eat feces.
Do you think he was aroused by it?
I don't know what he did, but anyway, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's not a fun
all
one.
right,
That's a champagne caviar,
Yep.
champagne nectar, scat caviar.
Scat caviar, the guy that wanted to pay me.
I think
$2,000
he
or
found us, by the
$3,000
way,
for
on
that.
TikTok.
Get out.
I think so. Didn't I sent you that message saying
No,
that?
I missed that. What
Yeah,
did it say?
he's returned suggesting that he wants to eat your fucking scat caviar.
Well, we'll talk.
All right.
Then we got, I'm going to skip that one because I can't even pronounce it. That's really weird. It says fraterism, arousal to touching a stranger surreptitiously in a crowded place.
Why is this news?
This is news. These
News?
are things that you never thought about.
There's a news in my life.
So you're on a train or something and someone's like getting you, you're touching somebody. Have you ever done that?
What?
That's what this is.
What?
Fraterism.
You're
Arousal
sitting
to
on a train and you're just like
touching,
gently touching.
surreptitiously in a crowded place. This happened to me. In all seriousness, this happened to me when I was with my family when I was a teenager on I think it was like an underground train or something like that. You know, like one of those channels or whatever. It was crowded. It was like a subway.
Some guy was just touching your
He
back.
grabbed my you know what?
Your you know what?
My you know what?
The fuck? What is this?
He grabbed my vulva area.
No fucking way.
Yes, and it freaked me out. I told my dad when we got off the train, and he went running after the guy like he was going to kill the guy.
This is a horrible story.
It was a terrible story, but it happened.
I'm
And I
sorry
guess-
that
But
that
this
you
guy was
experienced
probably
that.
turned on by fraterism.
Fraterism. It sounds like it's just like a fucking
Arousal to touching a stranger surreptitiously in a crowded place.
touching their genitals, or just touching their back or their elbows, or what?
Surreptitiously, it just says touching a stranger.
So it's just someone stroking something. Your
Oh,
arm.
this is a good one. Lithophilia, arousal to stone and gravel. This begs the question of whether they rub their genitals against concrete floors when they can. That's gross.
Wait, what?
Hey, some people like to rub their genitals
Again, concrete floors?
stone and gravel.
I could see this.
Here's one.
It's nice and cold.
Yeah. Here's another one, though. Actoressily.
What?
Arousal to the sun's rays.
Oh, I could get down with that.
I could see you getting down
I
with
don't
that.
know about arousal, though. I can see myself enjoying it.
No, you get boners.
Not
the
getting
sun's
boners
rays.
from the sunrise.
These are for the carpenters. Exilophilia, arousal to wood.
Wood? You get a woody
You get a
from
woody
wood?
with some wood.
You like
Yeah.
that?
And then there's one called agalamatophilia, arousal to statues.
Okay, what are we going to do with all this information?
Formophilia, arousal to insects.
Let's wrap it up.
And finally, the 10th one is stigophilia, arousal to the thought of hellfire and damnation. This one is taking you, will go to hell to another level.
Very interesting.
And that was Mom's News.
Oh, Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News.
That's a lot of arousals there.
That is a lot of arousals.
Funky
and you
arousals.
have opened my eyes. Really.
Of all those top 10, which one could you see yourself most being involved with?
The concrete or gravel.
Why? You want to rub your dick
I've had that urge before.
around?
A nice marble, fucking plop my balls on it.
Concrete and gravel. It could hurt your dick. If you haven't been watching us on YouTube, by the way, you guys, you got to check us out. This exact podcast is going to be on YouTube.
That's right.
And we also have the clips that are appearing on Instagram and TikTok. So follow us there because we've been,
At Sex Talk with my mom.
we've been really having a good time with this.
It's time for the best part of the show, Mother.
Help me, Lord.
The part of the show that really makes people feel alive.
Yeah.
The part of the show that gets their vulvas and boners and all this, everything fucking engorged.
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 Okay.
It's Cam's Uppers.
Cam's
Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is
the life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
Extremely boring.
or
Dull drums. Ready to snooze by.
ready to snooze by.
Yeah, that's what Cam's Uppers are all about.
Well, let me tell you something.
Oh, no. This was no exception?
No exception. As you guys know, I've been mourning the loss of one of my Buddhist teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh.
Yes, we talked about that last week.
And so in doing so, I ended up ordering a library of his books.
You did?
Yes. Anywhere you look in the apartment, you're going to see a Thich Nhat Hanh book.
That's adorable.
You sit down at my kitchen table, you're going to see a book called How to Eat. You sit down at the couch, you're going to see a book called How to Sit.
Wait, why are you reading
go
books
into
about how
my
to
bed,
eat?
you see a book called How to Love.
Oh, you're getting your love-making skills from Thich Nhat Hanh.
That's exactly right. So I wanted to actually share some of those that
Oh.
I thought these were phenomenal.
You don't know how to eat?
It's very helpful when he's teaching me how to eat. He eats very mindfully.
Oh, I understand.
Yes. So this
So
is
watching TV while you're eating is not what Thich Nhat Hanh would recommend.
no.
Okay.
He actually talks about that. He says, "Fuck no, definitely don't eat while watching TV.
You would not have been happy if you saw me and your brother.
No chance."
I was watching the
You-
football game and the basketball game while both of us were doing crossword puzzles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the lowest. It's like, how do I get as much dopamine in my system as possible?
How could you and your brother be related?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
This is from a segment of his book called How to Love. It's called Holy Intimacy. He says sexual intimacy can be a beautiful thing if there is mindfulness, concentration, insight, mutual understanding, and love. Otherwise, it will be very destructive.
So watching porn while you're having sex is not what Thich Nhat Hanh would recommend.
That's exactly right. When the emotional, spiritual, and physical are in harmony, then intimacy can be very holy. It is easier to practice mindful intimacy as a monk than to practice as a layperson because it's easier to refrain from sexual activity altogether than to maintain a harmonious sexual relationship. Physical intimacy should take place only when there is mutual understanding and love. That's what prompted me to ask the doctor, should I be having sex with people when I don't feel love for them?
The doctor was an internist. He's not a psychiatrist or a philosopher
Or a
Thich Nhat
spiritual
Hanh.
guru.
Yeah. Why
Well,
were you
now
asking
this is
him?
my spiritual guru. He's telling me I gotta be fucking. I have a mutual understanding and love for this person I'm fucking.
So would Thich Nhat Hanh recommend a one-night stand?
No.
Why?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why?
You can have all that in a one-night stand.
Oh, now that's good. Because you could. Is he talking about love in the sense of like romantic love, or is he talking about love
Loving for the humankind?
in the human? I don't know. He does say. There's another part of his book where he talks about loneliness and sex. Are you bored out of your mind, or can I share this?
Go for it.
Sometimes we think that if we have sexual relations with someone, we'll feel less alone, is what he says. But the truth is that sexual relations don't relieve loneliness. Okay? He talks about how you can sit close to someone. You always want to sit closer and closer and closer. Even a millimeter is not close enough. You always want to sit closer. When our bodies are very close, we'll feel it will relieve this loneliness. But if we don't share our aspirations and what's in our hearts, then even if we live together or have children together, we can still feel very alone. Okay, so that's, I would have to, why are you looking like you want to pass out right now?
What the fuck was that?
What do you mean, what was that?
I don't know what the hell you were reading or meaning or what was that? What are you getting at here?
The point is, he's saying if you're not sharing your aspirations and what's in our hearts, you shouldn't be fucking this person.
Okay.
So it could be a one-night stand, but I'm going to open up my heart entirely to this person.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna go into all my psychology and tell them about you and how that's fucked me up and doing this podcast, completely derailed my life and
what?
All sorts of my aspirations in life, creating reusable condoms.
Okay. I'm thinking back now, the reusable condoms may be much more interesting than what we're talking about right now.
Well, anyway, this has really fucked with my sex life, which has then led me to
You're blaming Thich Nhat Hanh on your sex life?
I'm not blaming. But I am considering becoming a monk, like as he says.
You've always wanted to be a monk.
I'm thinking about it.
Maybe you should just go to Tibet and do it.
Maybe.
Do you think there's a lot of...
Monk talk with my mom?
Yes. Monk talk with my mom is a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've been thinking about it for a long time. You need to be a monk.
This is Cam's Uppers. Cam's Uppers is the place to be.
I'm so glad you shared those uppers with me because, those were enlightening.
Thank you.
I can't imagine walking around your apartment looking at little books all over the place.
I have the book right here. I should have read it right from here.
How to Love Thich Nhat Hanh.
Isn't that great?
It's this beautiful book.
He has a whole section about channeling sexual energy.
Oh, it's wonderful.
How the monks did it in the kitchen. They're probably fucking chopping
I'm wondering about the monks
carrots
altogether.
nonstop.
Yeah. Are the monks fucking each other?
They're not fucking each other. No one's fucking, Mom.
All right.
The monks, the nuns, they're all separated. No one's fucking. All right. This brings us to the end of the show, Mother.
Oh,
It's the end.
it's been a rip-roaring event.
Well, if you guys want to keep the party going, we do have a Zoom party coming up for all of our Patreon members.
And that party is so much fun. We would love it if you join us. You get to actually see us in person and all the other sneaky freaks.
Not in person, on Zoom.
On Zoom, but
But
you get to see us
the
and
video
interact
of
with us.
and interact in real
And
time.
we play games.
That's right.
I've
yeah.
been kicking ass at those games.
Yeah, code names.
Yeah.
You love it. It's tomorrow. If you're listening to this, the day that the episode comes out. Wednesday, February 9th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Join us there. By the way, I'm going to do my best. We get so many great sneaky freak answers to our questions of the week. I'm going to do my best to put those on Patreon.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a great
so
call.
join us at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
You'll learn a lot.
Yes, you will learn a lot. It's a
And
very
you'll
fun
laugh a
time.
lot.
We want to thank everyone who's joined us on Patreon. You keep you allow us to record in this amazing studio.
And it is amazing, by the way. If you guys haven't checked it out on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, you got to check it out because it's just a beautiful thing.
Hell yes.
Thank you to Joseph.
At Dr. Self Tape. Hell yes.
Little shout out there. The fact that I got Joseph's name right is unbelievable. Because last week I screwed up 2 names, not just one, but 2 names.
We also want to thank everyone who has left us ratings and reviews. Wherever you're listening to this, please leave us a rating and review. You want to share this one, Mother?
Sure, it's 5 stars
Oh, yeah.
from someone who said it's educational and hilarious.
Wow. Thank you.
This podcast has me doubling over with laughter time and time again. Cam is a completely relatable, adorably anxious comedian.
What?
I love that.
Anxious?
No, you're not anxious, not at all.
Not anxious.
And his mother, Karen Lee, is so insightful and fun. We can end right now. Often joined by unique guests with diverse sexual and personal experiences, there is always something new and exciting to listen to on the cast. I am an exotic dancer. And feel that being able to talk about sex in a lighthearted, comfortable, mature way is something everyone should be working towards. Shows like this are a huge step. Thank you, Cam and Karen Lee.
Okay, thank you very much for this beautiful response.
That's a beautiful response.
Can I just say, I'm obsessed with exotic dancers. Obsessed. My friend, I just made a friend.
What does that mean?
I made a friend who's an exotic dancer.
Yes.
Basically, I want her to set me up with all of her friends. But
we had a different experience.
What?
When I went to a strip club, I found the need to counsel all the exotic dancers there.
No. Times have changed. No.
I counseled.
There's it's an empowerment thing. People are pole dancing are some of the most badass people I know.
I had some therapy advice.
Okay. Well, it's creepy for me to keep telling this girl, hey, set me up with your friend. Every time she posts a video with her and another pole dancer.
Cam.
Well, so what do I say?
I don't know. Maybe it just go.
Just keep it open-ended, saying whenever you're thinking about your friends and who you'd set me up with, and a pole dancer, set me up.
Set me up.
Just
because I get off
kind of mumbling into that.
Why don't you take a pole dancing class?
I was thinking she teaches classes. I was thinking about taking the class, but then I'm gonna try to fucking hook up with someone else. It's not good. I don't even like doing that at yoga classes.
I took a class in pole dancing. It's an art.
It is a fucking art.
It's a physical activity that I am not meant for.
Anyway, I love pole dancers. I love this exotic dancer. I don't know if it's exotic or pole. Anyway, if you leave us a rating and review, we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I think we need to close out the show, Mother. I'll also just say, if you're enjoying this, please share this with a friend.
Yeah, because if think about it, you're being selfish.
Or one of our TikToks, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. Check out those TikToks because you were going to laugh. I mean, I still laugh.
So sing them out, Moot.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and being the number one in Turkmenistan.
Number one, Turkmenistan. I'll take it. Number one. All right. Love you guys.
Keep joining us. Love you.
Bye.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.